There's nothing wrong with recording. Oh, there was a...
And we're live now.
There was a different... there was definitely a shift there.
Was there?
Yeah.
I didn't notice anything.
I don't know. It kind of dropped down.
I'm going to stop moving my mic now.
It dropped the same way the intro music does.
Like, seriously, this is amazing.
Hello and welcome to another episode of In Our Honest Opinion. I am Will, and joining me as usual is...
I am Marvin, and joining me as usual is...
I am Adam.
And joining him as usual is...
The Fantastic Four 1994 film.
Oh, yes! I know you missed us. We're back. We missed last week. That was life. Life finds a way to get in the way.
Prison. It's a bitch.
This week we've got DSP, Netflix, we've got Star Wars, Diablo, and Spider-Verse stuff. But before we do...
Oh, and Sonic.
Oh, yeah, let's make sure. Let's put that on there before we forget. But before we do any of that, Marvin, you've got things to tell the beautiful people.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. Glad you can make it. I know you guys missed last week, but it's okay. We don't hold it against you. But what we will ask is if you can give us a 5-star rating and a written text review.
Do it.
That would be greatly appreciated because that's going to allow us to give out all those fantastic digital hugs.
All 4 of them.
That's right. We love...
From 1994.
Yes.
We love digital hugs. You can do that at inouronestopinion.com, where it has all the links for all the good stuff, including all of our episodes. So, before we jump into all of the topics... Adam, you did something cool. I'm about to post this on Discord in the episode. Where the heck did it go? Podcast image swap. Boom. You went to a con. What was the name of this one?
This one was...
Spooky Empire?
Yeah, Spooky Empire.
My bad for jumping in your shit.
Hey, man. It's all right.
Oh, there's the one.
I was going to say, there it is. There's our one.
So you went to Spooky Empire. This was a 2-day extravaganza, right?
It was actually 4 days. I made it there 3 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, 3 days. But yeah, it was amazing. It was my first con that I actually cared about.
Okay.
I went to an anime one, and I'm not an
Yeah,
anime fan.
I was about to say, you're definitely not.
So it was one of those things that I made it a point to make it to this one, and it was incredible.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was,
Yeah, this is... you shared images with us, and I'm sure you're going to expand on your whole, everything on Adam Analyzes.
I did somewhat.
Okay.
I did somewhat. I mentioned about the Q&A sessions. The Q&A sessions were definitely the highlight for me.
Yeah.
The breakouts. Those are cool.
Dude, it was awesome. I mean, we had Tony Todd. We had Sam Raimi.
He's made of bees. Tony Todd.
Tony Todd's made of bees.
He is a bee.
Sam Raimi's made of bees?
That question actually came up. Somebody asked him about the bees in his mouth, and every time he got stung,
bees in the trap,
they'd get like
$1,000.
Yeah.
And he started laughing and said that he had a very good lawyer.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So yeah.
Very nice. I wonder if it's more than 1,000 then, if that's what ultimately it was.
I don't know. He wouldn't say what the money was, but he started laughing when the guy said that.
Nice.
So,
At least
Nice.
1,000.
Yeah, and then you had Sam Raimi, and it was interesting because people asked him about the Spider-Man movies and how
The new ones?
Yeah, about his.
Oh. Gotcha.
About his, and he didn't say a whole lot on them, but he basically did say that he doesn't read the criticism from
it's for the best
from it because of the fact that he actually said that he was very sensitive.
There's a little bit of
to the criticism.
I mean, it's art. He's putting that out there in the world,
and it's specific to the third one, I'm assuming.
Oh yeah.
And he said
what?
He said that he tries not to actually read it because he's very sensitive to it.
I know.
What happened with that one?
See, and the thing is, everything would have been... I feel if he didn't get Tobey Maguire, a lot of them would have been a lot better, honestly. I think Tobey Maguire was probably one of the worst choices.
I still think the first and second...
was what
I
killed
still
that
think
one.
Tobey Maguire...
I think the first and second hold up, personally. But
hold up.
But that's me.
What would you do?
And then the third one definitely has that studio tampering. So
yeah. I just think Tobey Maguire is just terrible, and he's not charismatic as he needed to be.
As charismatic as I guess.
I thought he worked well for what it was.
I think for the times he did what he could, and so I enjoyed it. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the first two.
But yeah, it was
feces.
It was actually great to see like his Q&A, which sadly I missed half of it.
Oh, that sucks.
Because I was getting my picture with Clyde Barker and Tony Todd. So I missed half of it.
Clive Barker ruined your experience. That's good to know.
And Tony Todd.
Dude, both of them are incredibly awesome.
Thanks for everything,
They're,
Clive Barker.
they're some of the nicest, sweetest people you'll ever talk to.
Episode.
Well, yeah,
title.
he's a B-man. And he doesn't want anyone to know his secret.
But it was actually cool too because some of them were just walking around. Like Alice Cooper when he was leaving.
Yeah.
When he was leaving, he was walking away from his security. Like he wasn't really around them.
Yeah.
And like people in the kitchen at the cafeteria area.
Yeah.
They're like, "Hey, Alice!" And then he like laughed. And he started waving and everything. And then a guy wanted a fist bump. He was sitting at the table there. He went and gave him a fist bump and everything.
That's good.
Like, it was actually really cool.
Nice. So wait, the concert. You went to a concert for
No,
him,
separate.
right?
I went to a concert, on the 6th. See him.
So okay, so that wasn't even the whole. Damn,
Yeah, something
Yeah.
else.
that was a whole different event.
Yeah.
It's actually been a pretty amazing last couple weeks.
I was about to say,
You've
sounds
been
like
living it up.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
vacation thing.
Yeah.
And then this. I don't.
He's been doing big things.
Yeah, you've been living it up.
Kudos
over
to you.
there.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
Yeah.
Keep him busy.
Hey, man. I'm jealous.
Yeah. And it seemed like you genuinely had a good time. I mean, the thread was bumping with photos from your experience and everything.
And
Yeah.
and you saw that
Okay.
I actually did ask Bruce Campbell.
Yes.
About,
Briscoe County Jr., thank you for doing that for me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Which I've got to post that up. It's pretty good.
Do it.
So
And if you guys, Marvin, you've been to a con before, right?
Oh, yeah,
Too?
definitely. I've been to a couple. It's been a while, but yeah.
We're here in Tampa. I don't ever feel, and granted, I've never been to one, but I always feel that like if I went to one of the cons here, it would just be underwhelming.
Yeah, I can tell you haven't been to a con then.
I don't know. I mean,
It's a lot to take in.
Is it?
Yeah.
yeah, and that's what Nicole said. She's like, "You are so overstimulated right now. It's ridiculous." Because I was like all over the place.
Oh.
Nipples were on point. You're like,
Yeah.
wait, there's
Yeah.
that over there.
There is a lot happening, especially when the first time you go to a con.
Yeah.
Because, especially a type of con. Because the first con I ever went to was MegaCon in Orlando, which is one of the largest ones down here in the southern U.S.
You said MegaCon.
MegaCon. Yeah.
Okay, so I went to the one here in Tampa.
Yeah.
years ago.
Yeah. That one's smaller than the one in Orlando.
Yeah.
The one in Orlando is
Quite an
huge.
extravaganza.
Oh yeah, that's where I saw like Lou Ferrigno, and that's where I saw I think Brent Spiner has been there. That's where I saw the first not Elizabeth Shue, the first girl from Back to the Future, his girlfriend.
Oh, yeah. The,
Can't remember her name off the top of my
Yeah,
head.
'cause-
I saw her and everything. Yeah, it's just been there's so much
Zigzag.
that's happening.
yeah.
It's just sensory overload.
Yeah.
And that's and I think one of the coolest ones I went to was MetroCon, which was an anime convention.
Oh wait. Metro. I didn't go to Mega.
Okay.
It was MetroCon.
MetroCon is the
Yeah.
anime focused one, and that's where I saw a lot of voice actors. So actually, I saw Phil Lamar
Oh, nice.
and a couple other big names that are out there, but it's really cool.
Yeah, it's
Oh, and I got to meet Rufio.
Yeah,
I got a picture with him somewhere.
I remember when you sent
So
that.
Yep.
Yeah.
it's definitely something to go to.
Every time I see like videos and stuff like that of any con, the way I think of it is just like a theme park, right? Where
Yeah.
there is so much going on,
Yeah.
and you want to see it, and it's not going to happen. There's no fast pass. There's no way in hell you're going to hit everything.
Actually,
so
Not true.
commit to what you want to do,
There-
and that's it.
There is a fast pass.
Yeah,
There is?
they do, especially if you get like the VIP and the higher class passes.
Really?
You get exclusive rights to certain things.
Dude, I to the autograph room.
Yeah.
I got to go in and out of that as I please,
Really?
Yeah.
and everybody else was standing there waiting in line.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. No, screw that.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's just going in. Ow.
Yeah.
In? Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. And
But tell me, I know the cons that I've been to before. I know since you've been to MetroCon, how many like the younger teenagers that were just crazy and annoying were there?
Actually, it wasn't that bad
Okay, so I'm guessing because of
what it
what
was.
the type of con it was.
Yeah.
Older crowd?
Yeah, I would say they were probably, anywhere from 25 to 40 or
Okay.
older even.
Okay.
Yeah, because you've been to MetroCon, so you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The ones that, "Itadakimasu!" They do a little
Yeah.
peace sign, and then they
Yeah.
start doing. How did you see anyone with a free hug sign? Because there's always a person with a free
I
hug
did
sign.
not. I didn't
Wow.
see that.
They just want to squeeze up against boobs.
Pretty much.
Yeah, that's what
There,
that is.
there was quite a bit of people that were dressed up and stuff.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it was all horror stuff. So
Gotcha.
There wasn't too much of the weird Japanese stuff.
Okay. Well,
Weird
you
anime
see some
stuff.
weird stuff.
That would,
Yeah.
so
You just see
that would
weird
be
stuff.
great. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean,
I would be the guy to go there.
At
Just
George Lucas Con, and everyone's running around.
yeah. Go to Fetish Con like that. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it. I'm my favorite Yu-Gi-Oh character.
But yeah,
course you
for those that haven't listened to my Adam Analyzes, I touched on that I actually looked like an idiot in front of the girl from Hellraiser,
That's funny.
Ashley
Yeah.
Lawrence. Like
Yeah.
I was talking to her, and then I just completely blanked and just
That's
spaced
awesome.
because I realized that hey, she was in Hellraiser, and I'm a huge fan of those movies. Playing it cool,
Nice.
playing it
And
cool.
she's right here in front of you
Yeah,
now.
and then she's like, "Oh, did you want me to make the autograph out to you?" And I'm like, "Yes."
Dumb
Yeah.
name.
And then I just stared, and then
She's like, and your name
and
is?
it was funny because Nicole was like, "Adam." She's like, "What are you doing?" I just completely.
That's
blanked.
awesome.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was bad.
I mean, it was a big weekend. Are you seeing a lot of people you idolize?
Yeah, and the only other one I was awkward with was Ted Raimi because I asked him if he was gonna. I saw him on Friday.
Yeah.
I went to his
Like
booth.
the movie?
Huh?
Just joking. It was a
Oh,
joke.
Friday the movie.
Yeah.
I went to his booth and I said, "Are you going to be here tomorrow?" And he's like, "I am." I'm like, "Awesome." And then he goes, "Okay." And I just walked away and it was very
That's
awkward.
awesome. I love it.
Yeah, so
That's.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm being honest. I'm jealous of the experience. Like,
It's really cool, man.
yeah, it was good.
So is it what they say is true? Is it terrible to meet your heroes?
oh, that's right. They did say that. Right?
It
is a
wasn't
saying.
because in a lot of ways it allowed me to see them as real
Humans.
people, as as opposed to their characters.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that Tony Todd was getting with, where he said about that for a while he hated being Candyman.
Yeah.
He said somebody threw like candy at him and said, "Hey, Candyman." And then his daughter went and picked up the candy or
Mm-hmm.
whatever and said, "He's not the Candyman, he's my dad or my
Yeah.
daddy."
Oh,
And
Oh.
and it was like one of those things, like one of those humbling moments,
Yeah.
for everybody involved.
yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just fascinating to see them as these
People.
as
Yeah.
opposed to the characters or however I see them
Yeah,
as,
I was
as
about
my
to say the way the public perceives them.
yeah
Exactly.
as-
It's like Jason David Frank who wants to separate himself from Power Rangers and wants to be known as something.
As the guy
let's,
from
let's
Power
be real.
Rangers. Yeah,
Let's
no.
be real.
No, his Instagram is nothing but Power Rangers
yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
That man wants to be called Tommy Oliver.
to the
Yeah.
point of being annoying.
Yeah.
He's
It kinda
actually
is.
annoying with it.
That's why I can't follow him on Instagram.
Yeah, no, I stopped.
And it was funny too.
Sorry,
No.
sorry, Jason David.
The only one that got pushy with me was Bruce Campbell. And
He looks like he would be.
And that was during the picture.
Yeah.
And he's like, "There's your mark. Stand on it." All right. And I couldn't stand right
Yeah.
or whatever, so he starts moving me in position.
Now I wonder how much of it is him being put. Part of it's like a bit with the way he is.
I don't know because it was very like 1930s 40s like yuckster
Yeah.
type of
and that's what I'm
attitude.
kind of curious about.
But
'Cause
then-
it could be a bit like
could've
this
been
is
that.
his persona that he has.
Yeah, which is the way he was when he was doing his Q&A.
Yeah.
However, when I saw him at his autograph booth, I mean, he was completely cool. Like,
Yeah.
you saw the figure, and then he's like saying about it, he's like, "Man, could you imagine if this was Star Wars with
Yeah.
me?" He's like, "We have to sign off on all this shit." Yes, I said it. That's our number 2.
Oh snap!
That'll be my last one. But he went and was saying about that he's got to sign off on most
Yeah.
of that likeness stuff.
Yeah.
And he said, "Imagine if it was something bigger like Star
Yeah.
Wars." He said he couldn't imagine it. And he's like, "We're just a small horror movie." So it was cool because he was
it's
normal.
cold, yeah.
He was like normal at that point.
Yeah, I'm guessing it was probably a bit kind of like putting on.
He was doing like his persona
Yeah,
stuff.
like Jim Carrey does.
Yeah, and I mean,
And Will Ferrell.
again, it was cool to see him normal.
Yeah.
I mean, he even went and told his handler, he's like, "Hey, my pen crapped out. You know, let this guy back in."
Yep.
And his handler, it's funny because he started talking to the guy again, and his handler went and came over to him to tell him to move it along.
Yeah.
And that's the worst thing is that those handler people.
Yeah.
Most of the time, the celebrities are fine with doing extra stuff or
Yeah.
whatever for you, but the handler always puts a stop to it.
Yeah. They're
Yeah,
trying to get
it's
it
their
moving.
job.
Yep.
I know, which is funny because I went and I said to Alice Cooper, I'm like, "Can I get a photo here at the booth or whatever?" And the handler's like, "Oh no, you can pay. We have professional ones." I'm like, "I already did pay for that."
Yeah.
I'm like, "I'm just asking for a bonus here or something,"
Yeah.
and they wouldn't let it slide. So yeah, it was kind of annoying because
If you're
he was
R.
cool.
Kelly, they would.
Dude, he
Take pictures all day.
and it was amazing because he was cool with it. He was like ready to say yes.
Yeah.
And it's the same way. I bought a
I
shirt.
can kind of see where they'll probably be like, because if you ask and you let it slide, and all these other people would ask, and then it would probably create an issue. But
Probably, but I mean, I bought a shirt from Clive Barker.
Yeah.
I got a shirt for me and Nicole,
yeah,
and we were like, "Hey, would you sign it with the paint pen?" And he was going on saying, "Oh yeah, okay." He was
signed it
fine
with
with it.
paint pen?
He's like, "Should I sign it with the white? Will that show?" And he kept saying it.
yeah,
And his handler is like, "Oh no, that's an extra $60." It's like, well, we just spent 50 on shirts.
yeah, exactly.
And then it's $60 per shirt.
Yeah.
Like, really, guys?
Come on, buddy. Yeah, calm down.
Yeah.
He's
so
getting cut.
did you get it signed or no?
No, he didn't sign it.
Gotcha.
They wouldn't let him do it, and he asked like 5 times about it, which
He
is
should've
funny
just-
because he would have.
He wanted to do it.
But
Yeah.
you should have just pushed his hand towards it and be like, "Yeah,
like,
white's
yeah.
good." What are you saying about the $60? Yeah, just right here.
But it was cool because he actually did remember us when we were doing the photo with him and Tony Todd.
Yeah.
He went and said to me and Nicole, he's like, "Oh, thank you so much. It was great to
That's
see
good.
you guys and stuff," and shook my hand.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that was awesome.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So yeah, it was a great experience. I mean, I recommend I'm sure it'll be there next year, but yeah,
You going again?
I want to. Yeah, I don't know if I'll spend as much as what
I
I,
know,
did
but-
with this one.
Makes sense.
It'll be cool though.
Yeah, it'll definitely be.
There was a
cool.
lot of heavy hitters this time around. Not gonna lie.
Yeah,
there
there
were.
was. And another one, Joe Bob Briggs. I mean, he was cool. I bought a shirt.
Yeah, I see it.
But yeah, he was cool too. I mean, he was fine with taking pictures at his booth.
Yeah, like when I had a picture of Rufio, that was just he was walking by,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Oh, excuse me." I was like, "Oh, snap!"
And I think I remember when you sent that
Yeah.
because it just like popped in on the thread.
Yeah.
And I was all like, "Oh hell no!" Like
Yeah.
this mother is over here
Yeah.
taking pictures with Rufio.
Yep. And he was like, "Can I get a picture?" Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah.
Cool.
Rufio.
It's that Filipino pride.
The only one that was questionable with the photo was Ken Foree, which he was in the original Dawn of the Dead.
Okay.
He
I was like, "Oh, Ken."
well
I don't know.
well I,
Yeah.
I went and I asked him like, "Hey, can I get a photo?" And he's like,
Oh man.
so that's the photo like
You're like,
where,
well, never
where,
mind.
where he's like shaking my hand and I have my drink and everything. It's kind of funny.
Gotcha. He just wanted an Impossible Whopper, and you just totally ruined it for him. They're like, if someone asks you for another picture, you were abducting your family. He's like, oh.
So,
You almost made it through, and then you're like, hey, can I get a picture? He's like,
You've made this
Crap.
special, bud. Thanks.
last thing I want to say about it though is that like at the party, I felt bad for Tony Todd. Everybody was swarming around him.
Like the bees did.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Like everybody was swarming around him. He couldn't move or
Yeah.
have a good time at this party.
he's a big dude.
And he even went and said to like his agent or handlers, whoever were there with him, he was saying that he wasn't feeling it, and it
Yeah.
was mostly because people were being like jerks.
Yeah.
Ass jerks.
They're
ass jerks.
assumptions.
I didn't know how if that counts as a profanity or not, but people ruined it.
yeah. That's
Like, and that's the thing. It's like everybody's there to have a good time. If you want to
Yeah.
say something to somebody, do it.
Exactly.
But don't swarm.
Don't be
them that-
terrible.
Like
He's
where-
human,
where-
too.
Where they can't move or
Exactly.
anything, and that's kind of what happened.
He's part
Yeah.
human. The other part's bee.
The other parts B, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking.
Well, that's awesome. Definitely head over to adamanalyzes.com to listen to you expand a little bit more on that, right?
And actually, the Q&A one that I did where I was saying about the stuff,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite episodes. So hopefully
That's awesome,
everybody
man.
gets something out of it.
Sweet,
I'm
sweet,
glad you
sweet.
had fun.
Yeah.
Kudos to
good.
you.
Thank you.
Well, now we've rounded back. We missed last week, and so since then, there's so much that's gone on.
Yeah.
There's so much that's gone on.
Tons of stuff.
Yeah. We became a political podcast.
Yep, that's right.
Yeah.
And so begins our dive into Politics 101.
What?
Did Jeffrey Epstein
Oh
really
my God.
hang himself?
Okay.
I like the what?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Can we say about how that's kind of funny that everybody
Epstein?
is saying about this?
Oh, just saying what we already knew.
Yeah, I know, but I found that a lot of the Trump supporters are saying about, oh, he didn't kill himself. Like,
Yeah.
okay, but even still, do you not realize that for one, he has ties to Trump, and for
Yeah.
another, he was a horrible human being.
Oh, yeah.
So why do you care?
Yeah. With his like sex slave ring.
Yeah, he was pretty
Yeah, he
terrible.
was kind of awful. Let's
Yeah.
be real.
Kind of?
Yeah, but yet they're
He
making
was on
it,
Santa's naughty list.
but they're making it like it's a little like, ooh, gotcha, Democrats.
Yeah.
It's like, really, he was awful.
Yeah.
Well, the one that got us that I think has severely improved since then is Sonic.
Yeah.
Sonic trailers, the new trailer's out.
Yeah.
This isn't the same cut trailer as before, and
No.
they show you a little bit more.
No, this one's cut a little bit different.
Yeah, and we finally got to see
And it was way better.
the new design for Sonic.
The circumcision everyone wants.
Thoughts? Adam's saying no. You
That's
don't-
just Adam being
yeah,
contrarian.
Yeah, I was about to say you like the I'm sorry. It just
He likes the human teeth.
I posted it on Discord.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like the old design was terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, so I said about it before. I like train wrecks.
He does.
Yeah.
And-
Don't worry, you'll still get one. This movie's not gonna be
Oh,
good.
it's going to be terrible,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
but the problem with it is it looks fun. The worst part about it is that the voice doesn't seem to match the new Sonic.
I'm feeling it.
Um,
It's not Jaleel White, let's be real.
No, but it doesn't, like, the voice fit better with the other design.
I don't think so.
I don't-
I think
I
what it
can't
is,
agree.
I think is that you've seen that already, and so you've kind of married the two, and now that
Yeah.
you've got a different design with the same
No,
voice,
because
I think
The
I
correlation
watched,
is there.
yeah.
I watched a trailer, or I watched a video about it, and the guy was saying about the voice not matching the character design. Now, I went back and I rewatched both trailers,
Okay.
and I can kind of agree with that.
No, I'll have to take a dive in
Yeah.
and take a look. The one thing that I did notice that I didn't like is that a lot of the CG looks unfinished.
Oh, it really does.
Like he's too bright.
He
in
looks
some
very
spots.
cartoony in contrast, though.
Yeah, and that's
Because
exactly
the CG doesn't look like
No.
they put as much work into it.
That's exactly it. So I was just all like, I like the design. It's much better, but it's a little off now from what
Yeah.
was there.
What people don't realize, they just took the Sonic from Sonic 06 and put him into the movie.
It still leaps. I mean, it's still way better than that. It's disgusting. But I agree that the trailer looked fun. I thought it was the one thing that I actually did like is that, and I don't remember this in the original trailer. You actually got to see the world that Sonic's from.
Yeah.
Kind
Mobius?
of watch how all the
Yeah.
loops and ramps and everything,
Yeah.
and I was all like, oh, that's kind of cool to see. Like
Yeah.
you know,
It definitely felt
brought
more
to
like
reality.
And
what-
do you think that it would have been better to have an actual Sonic movie as opposed to the fish out of water hilarity is going to ensue?
Yes, I would have liked to have an actual Sonic movie.
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah, I'd rather see like Sonic and. Would you rather have a Transformers movie when they're on Earth with humans?
I see your
Or,
point.
or let's go one step further.
I bow down.
Yeah.
How
You're
about
correct.
Masters of the Universe?
You disrespectful motherfucker.
And you know exactly what I'm getting at.
Yeah. No. Okay. Fair. fair.
Yeah.
It would have been cool to see Knuckles and Tails and all the
Tails.
other stuff. Yeah,
What is that? Eternia, right?
Eternia, yeah.
That's where he's from.
Yeah.
You get to see like 3 minutes of it at the
Yeah.
beginning, and it looks kind of cool.
if that.
And
yeah,
then
and
guess
then
what?
we're not there anymore.
And then you're gone. And then all of a sudden you're Courtney Cox.
yeah.
Yeah. No.
She played He-Man. She
She
did
was
very good.
He-Man.
Yep.
Yeah, she was our Dolph Lundgren.
No.
That's how good she is. She played both roles.
Exactly. It was a dual role, just like Paul Rudd in Living with Yourself.
Live with yourself. We're gonna end up having to take a break at some point because I still didn't actually watch that.
Oh,
trailer.
man.
So we're
Yeah.
gonna have to pull off some episode magic in a little bit. So with I did say that we're gonna cut magic before we talk about this topic, but
Abracadabra.
magic happened. Yeah. So I guess we'll just dive right into it since it's fresh in the minds.
Yeah.
Our next topic, Harley Quinn. This is a cartoon series. I thought this was just a film.
It's a series that's going to be on the DC Worlds
DC
or whatever.
Universe. Yeah, you're right. The streaming platform of theirs. Harley Quinn. And it's rated R.
Yeah.
A hard R.
Oh, definitely.
Blood.
F-bombs.
Yeah, exactly. References to
Yeah.
sexual
Innuendo.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was also a callback to
What
the
did?
episode.
Yeah, that was a very good episode title. What were you? What did you guys? How did you feel?
I felt it's trying too hard, and I still hate the fact that it's trying to make Harley Quinn into this hero.
Is she a hero in this? I didn't
She's
get
trying
that.
to
think
do other. It's not the Harley Quinn that I enjoyed.
No, I don't like the voice casting in this at all. Joker sounds terrible. I thought it was not Kim Cattrall. Is it Kim Cattrall?
What?
I have
The
no
from
idea who
Bob's Burgers.
What? No.
No,
What the hell's her name?
you talking about the one who plays the voice of the one with the bunny ears?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
we're-
it's not Kim Cattrall.
that
Is her
no.
last name Cattrall? Not Cattrall.
No.
What the heck is her
now I
name?
can't remember her name.
I can't either, but she doesn't change her voice.
Katie Seagal.
No,
But she doesn't change her voice for any of
for
her
anything. It's Kristen Shaw.
See, same
Kim
thing.
Cattrall is
Kristen-
someone else.
Kim Cattrall, I think, is from.
roles. She's from Sex and the City.
from Mannequin. Yeah, or
Yeah.
that. I think that would be more relevant.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kim Cattrall was from the first Mannequin
Yeah.
movie.
Was she?
Yeah, I thought she was hot back then.
Mannequin, Porky's, and Sex in the City,
Yeah.
I was gonna say because I'm
and Big
more,
Trouble in Little China.
I'm more of a fan of Mannequin 2 on the move.
What's his name was funnier in that one with the one guy with the glasses.
Yeah, but yeah, it's trying very hard to, I feel, pull like a Deadpool
Yeah. I
type
could see
humor.
that. Yeah.
And it's I know it's taken a lot from the movies. Like Bane is no longer the Mexican intelligent guy.
No,
He sounds
it's completely making fun of what's his
Yeah.
name from The Dark Knight
Yeah,
Rises.
Tom Hardy?
Yeah.
Which
That's all
is
that is.
probably what they're
Hello?
going for.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's a parody. It's supposed to be funny.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's where it feels like it's ripping off Deadpool.
So
yeah. I'm actually
You could do it.
I'm actually with you
Yeah.
on that. It feels like it's too much.
Oh, they're trying way too hard.
Yeah, it feels like they're trying way too hard. I think if they let it just be kind of organic,
Yeah,
it might be more entertaining.
yeah.
But it seems like they're just going for that TVMA R-rated thing.
oh no, it's
just,
hard. Yeah.
Oh,
ju- just for the sake of doing so.
yeah, just like the opening of Logan.
So this is, and that's the thing here, right? One, hats off to the fact that like, hey, we're at a time now where they're actually doing these like R-rated whatever
Yeah.
the hell with our characters. Okay, I'm not so mad at that. That I don't care about. But this, I think, is a clear sign of DC doing what they've been doing wrong for years.
Yeah,
They found something that people have latched onto or whatever
Yep.
that they like in the moment, and they're spearheading everything in that direction. Hey,
Yeah.
a rated R film did good, right? Now let's go ahead and switch focus. Let's put something out that speaks to that.
But
Yeah.
but let's
For what though?
be honest on it. It was in production before Joker and stuff like that.
Sure, but how long before?
It was still in production before
Maybe
that.
a year before.
I mean, either
know.
way, I mean, it was going to be R-rated. It was announced a while
But
ago.
and Daredevil and Logan, I think, kind of paved the way for that kind of stuff already. So it's easily like, well, why don't we throw
Daredevil?
this out? Or
Deadpool?
Deadpool. Sweet Jesus.
I was
Daredevil made me say a bunch of R-rated things. So yeah, Daredevil too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but overall, it's just like it is. All of it's forced. None of it's funny. I think this might need to go back to the drawing board. I bet you it gets a season 2.
I mean, Titans is getting season 3.
Yeah.
I think people are gonna watch this.
Oh, definitely, because there are a
right.
lot of Harley Quinn fans.
You're right. I
Yep.
think there are a lot of Kaylee Coco fans.
Yep. 8 Simple Rules was
Eight
a
Simple
great
Rules,
show.
Yep.
I forgot about that.
R.I.P.
show.
John Ritter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact that they weaved that in.
They did. Yeah. They got James Garner. Rest in peace, James Garner.
Yeah.
He's dead too.
Sweet Jesus.
Yeah.
Katie Seagal's dead.
No, she was
But
on
yet
that
Tobey
motorcycle.
Maguire still lives.
Drinking and gambling.
Oh,
Not
that
taking showers.
Yeah.
jockey rider. Anyways, I don't remember how that movie actually went.
The Seabiscuit?
I didn't watch it.
Was it Seabiscuit?
It
Yeah.
was Seabiscuit. Yeah, good job.
Oh, forgot to tell you. Would you
both
be fine
biscuits.
with Sam Raimi doing an animated Spider-Man film or a continue? I know.
I'd watch it
I know.
as long as Tobey Maguire's not attached.
There it is.
Or Kirsten Dunst.
I think that's what he was trying to.
but he said that he'd be open to doing that. On the
I'd
QA.
check it out. Just don't have Tobey Maguire or Kirsten Dunst.
And you know they're going to be there because if
Kirsten
he's
Dunst's
going to
a
do it,
bad
he's going to get the
actress.
family back together.
Did
She's
they
not
hire her
though.
for her boobs? Is
She's
that
not
like-
though. Here's the
not?
thing: you guys have not seen Fargo season 2. She was actually good. In
I've
Fargo
seen
season
Jumanji.
2.
I haven't. She wasn't bad.
But
in
that's
Jumanji.
when she was a
And
kid.
I've also seen Bring It On.
She's
amazing in
actually
that.
not that bad of an actress.
She was then.
She's not that great of an actress.
She's not, but
she's
she
not
was
terrible.
actually good in Fargo season
She's
2.
not-
And until you guys
she's
watch
not what's her
that-
name from X-Men. She's
Until
with
you
the
guys
gap
watch
tooth.
that,
Annie
Annie
Paquette?
Paquette is. She's not Annie Paquette, so I'm not mad at her.
I'm going based on the performances from the Spider-Man movies.
all right. Well,
That's what you're.
That's-
Holding her entire portfolio stops.
Yes.
Starts and stops.
Dead
with
stop
Spider-Man.
there.
okay.
Oh, that's good. Oh, that's so good. All right. I want to. Let's switch it up. Let's talk Spider-Man. Right? They announced it.
Yeah.
It's coming 2022. Into the Spider-Verse 2.
Deuce.
Oh.
And they've already announced one of the Spider-Men that are going to be in it.
They did. Manga Man.
Spider-Man. Actually, Mega Spider-Man is a totally different thing.
Sorry. But the Japanese Spider-Man, is that what I read?
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Who one that has a mech?
That's funny.
Yeah.
And
So-
please, for the love of God, make it a mixed media movie.
That would be.
Live action.
I
animated.
seriously want something just so
Wouldn't-
so off the wall,
Wouldn't
crazy.
Wouldn't that be amazing though? Like a Who Framed Roger Rabbit? Roger
Roger
Rabbit. Yeah, that Ratchet.
Who framed Roger Ratchet?
That's actually the bootleg version that the
Nice.
guy that I got.
Was
the
it? I was about to say,
Fantastic
is it a
Four
double
from.
feature?
I like it.
Is it a double feature on here? But no, the Who Framed Roger Rabbit, like that type of like combination.
We
of
haven't seen
characters.
anything like that in a long time.
No,
No,
it would be
Looney
good.
Tunes Strikes Back. Thank God.
That was like the most recent one that I can. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
I was thinking Cool World.
No, that was before. Even that I respect
Yeah.
more
Which-
than Looney Tunes.
Yeah, but that I think they both sucked. I mean, I didn't see Looney Tunes, but the Cool World
Hollywood, if she could.
it was not good.
It was that was a very adult film. For
Yeah,
sure.
it was.
It
With Kim
was.
Basinger. Basinger.
I think
Basinger.
I think Kim Basinger used to be pretty attractive. Yeah.
Stepmom is an alien.
Yes, that's the one. That's why I was all
Al-
like,
Yup.
Alec Baldwin thought the same thing,
Yup.
and so begun my MILF
Yeah.
attraction.
and now he hates her.
Yeah.
Poor Alec. Poor Alec.
Yeah.
That's not my problem. But Into the Spider-Verse, I think unanimously we all enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I think I've said this before in the
Maybe Kim
episodes.
Cattrall will be back.
Maybe
Yeah.
her and Katie Shaw doing it.
Nice.
The idea of a sequel, of course, excites me.
Yeah.
I was saying, I think I've said it before on air that Into the Spider-Verse, I think, has to be my favorite Spider-Man movie
It's
of
really
all
good.
time.
It's up there.
And that's just because of how it was told and the delivery.
Yeah.
I thought they knocked it out of the park right away.
Yeah,
So how soon do you think before they do the all-female cast spinoff?
Really.
but didn't they want to
Really?
do that already?
It's going to happen, but is it going to be like before the third one or after this one? Or after the third one.
I was about to say, obviously, after this one.
Like, are they going to jump to the all-female one right now, or do you think they're going to give a third one first?
I actually heard that originally Amy Pascal was trying to get a Spider-Gwen
Of
movie.
course she is.
Right, but
Because Spider-Gwen's huge right now.
But it would
Fast track
but
it.
it would have been essentially the Into the Spider-Verse 2.
Oh,
So the female characters would have taken a forefront.
That's not fair.
With Japanese Spider-Man, I'm hoping.
I don't
I'm
know.
hoping
It'd
they do that.
probably be tentacles of some sort.
Whatever. I hope they do throw in something crazy with live action because, the flat 2D, the 3D, like all of it, and all the different animation
I
styles
need to see 2099.
looked really good. I think that'll for sure. I feel like that's an obvious, one that's going to be in there, and they're just waiting to say it. But good for them. I mean, trailer was short and sweet. It's happening, and it's like, all right, cool. I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
Into the Spider-Verse we go. So
Moving right along.
2022, right around the corner. Moving right along, recently, what is this? Diablo 4 finally got announced, right? Who is this, Blizzard?
Yeah.
I keep forgetting.
Blizzard. I'm done with them for now.
They announced Diablo 4. It was a cinematic, right? That reveal.
Yeah, because they're trying to get people on their side.
Yeah,
after their faux pas with Hong Kong.
I got to be honest. I think I've only seen still images of.
I didn't watch it.
I didn't watch.
I didn't even bother. I was like, I don't care.
But I think this is the part that actually is pretty interesting. Always on DRM.
Yep.
Haven't they already tried this? The Sims tried it and failed.
A lot of people have tried it and failed.
Yeah, and so I mean, I get it. It's years later. The internet is more prominent, as what it was before. Faster. I don't think you can get a connection, at least here in Florida, under 100 megabits. Like, they're just not possible. Everyone tells it to you at that and higher.
But that's here.
Exactly. And it's like, but then not just that. And then how many people are going to jump on these servers?
Yeah.
All at once, launch day? Like,
right.
Guaranteed crash.
Bandicoot.
Yeah, and that's one of the worst things about it. I was actually looking forward to it. I enjoyed Diablo 3. However, it's not something that I could play endlessly. Like, I knew somebody that did that all the time. And
how can you...
I lose interest.
The thing is that, like
it was great for a playthrough.
This is I mean, primarily you can play these games by yourself, right? I remember playing through Diablo 3. Like, I get that, especially on PC, like bootlegging, you know what I mean? Pirating games is still an issue. It's just crazy to me that this is still something that they're trying. It's like, just find a different way, man.
Yeah.
Because all you're going to do is prohibit, like, you're going to impede a lot of players on day one, and you're just going to shoot yourself in the foot.
Yeah, what wasn't it Ubisoft that did that too on the PC? Where it had to constantly check. It was like always on DRM. It was always checking to make sure.
Probably. I don't remember what game would it have been.
I don't remember now.
Yeah, because I remember The Sims being a big one, which failed immediately, and then there was another big game. Maybe it was an Ubisoft title.
It was probably one of the Assassin's Creed games. I mean, isn't that like
that's
all they do?
He has a good percentage of that's right.
Yeah. like 98% of their stuff is Assassin's Creed.
Assassin.
Yeah, the other thing is Just Dance or whatever.
Yeah, oh, that's what it was. It was Just Dance.
Is it them that does Just Dance?
Just Dance 18.
Oh, Diablo 3 needed it. StarCraft 2 also needed it.
Oh, really?
And I think they went back on that.
But what about for consoles?
SimCity, I think, also needed it.
What about for consoles?
Maybe SimCity is what I'm thinking. I kept saying The Sims. No? Yeah, the new SimCity. That's what it was.
Yeah, but
everyone was looking forward to it, and you couldn't set up a thing.
No.
But for consoles, did they have the same thing?
No.
Because I don't remember, because I played Diablo 3 on the PS4.
No. And real quick, do you guys remember that Xbox, initially the Xbox One was supposed to be always on?
And that blew up in their face.
Hell yeah, it did.
Yeah,
that was cursed.
But theirs was extra awful, where if you didn't log in every day, you would lose your license or whatever to play it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was extra bad.
They were so stupid. They were so dumb. And they're like, no, never mind. And they spent, I think, the next 6 months, right, trying to rebuild that reputation by and now we've changed this, and now this. And eventually they were like, and now we're a PS4.
Yeah.
We can compete. Please
Yeah.
buy our console.
Yeah. It's like, man, we shipped 1 million units. We didn't sell them, but we shipped them. We just moved them a bunch.
I do remember that. And Sony's
Yeah.
like, we sold 8.
Yeah.
Sold.
Yeah. 8 million.
Yeah. And
You
it
shipped.
was a large gap like that.
Yeah.
Where, oh man, that was fun to see.
Yeah, but they dressed it up that after they pulled that
Yeah.
it was like some kind of, I don't know,
Revolutionary.
that it had like some sort of detriment to like how the system operated. They're like, well, we're gonna lose this feature and that feature,
Yeah.
because
You guys aren't going to
guys
have the
don't want
Connect
it.
now.
Yeah.
Like, that's fine. We didn't want the Connect in the first
To
place.
begin with. You bastards.
It's the biggest load of crap.
Whoa.
Hey man, I'm sorry.
It's like he's trying to. Hey, they casted a new Prince Eric. Don't care. What? I gotta read that article.
Jared.
Yeah. Well done. Yeah.
I like it.
That was
I like
good. Yeah, we'll let that one slide.
Yeah.
Overwatch 2 got announced as well.
it. Oh, God. You mean Overwatch 1.5?
I'm actually on their side here.
Overwatch.
Overwatch 2. So Overwatch has been out for what, 3-4 years now?
Yeah.
Right? It was a game that, again, I'm not even a huge I wasn't a big fan of.
I used to be a
didn't-
big fan.
I didn't understand what everyone's infatuation was. At
It was
this
fun.
point, the game's fun.
It was
Marvin,
fun,
you've
yeah.
played it and owned it on multiple
Yeah.
consoles,
Yeah.
right? Multiple platforms. Adam,
The
never
community's
touched
what
it a
turned
day
me
in your
off
life.
from it.
Dude, I am so Overwatch. I don't care.
And thanks for listening
proud
to
of
this episode of In Our Honest Opinion.
Yeah.
Remember, you can find Adam somewhere on the internet.
Yeah.
I'm still here.
But Overwatch 2, right? Completely backwards compatible with Overwatch 1.
Yeah.
But of course, new characters.
For multiplayer only.
For multiplayer. Yeah. There is a single player component coming.
Yep.
I guess cool. I don't care for single player, whatever.
I prefer campaign single
but
player.
at this point, I think
Or co-op. It's not
what's
just,
cool.
it's not single player. It's campaign.
Campaign.
There's a
You're
story
right.
mode.
You're right. There is a story attached. I'm choosing.
You
the
can play
wrong words.
multiplayer
I'm choosing
co-op.
I'm choosing the wrong words.
Yes,
There
you
is-
are.
There is a campaign. So that exists or will exist, and it will be coming out. Is it next year that I saw?
I don't remember.
Well, why do these
It was
people
actually
take a
very
minute?
threatening of you.
Yeah.
With the way you were going at will.
It was right. It was a great. Yeah, exactly. You know
Um,
what? I drive a Buick. Talk to me like
Hey,
I have a high
listen
credit
here,
score.
all right? My kids can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Bop.
That's right. Yeah, that's making its rounds for sure.
It's great.
Yeah, your new vehicle is pretty sweet, man.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I had to buy a new car. It's a long story.
Yeah.
We'll chat about it on Discord.
And he got something awesome.
Yeah.
It is a pretty car. Than what
It's
I
a
had before.
DMC-12
I was
DeLorean.
A Devil May Cry. Oh. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
I was,
He's
I
not
was,
like this right now. He's like, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't the table that shifted for no
No.
reason.
I was gonna joke and say a Yugo, but Yugos are pretty sweet vehicles.
Yeah. Let's stop
Huh?
being disrespectful on air. Let's wash your mouth out.
Yeah.
Okay. But Overwatch 2, it's, so from what I understand, and correct me again, Marvin, if I'm wrong here, because it seems like that's what you're doing this entire episode, this segment here. So thank
Yeah.
you so much for doing that.
No problem.
But the new characters aren't going to be on the old one, right? So, I mean, of course, if you buy Overwatch 2, you're playing with those new characters. It's just that you'll be able to run across
They're
with
going to
the
be on the old one too.
You'll be able to actually play with the
Yes.
characters on the old stuff?
Yes.
All right, then I don't know what the hell they're doing.
Yeah. The only thing they even said,
It's the campaign.
if you want the campaign, get Overwatch 2. If you don't, just play the first one.
So then they're not screwing anybody over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're
but
giving
why?
a campaign to somebody who wants to pay for it, and
Why-
and the community
Why is
doesn't
it
get
a
dwindled
complete-
down.
I was gonna
What?
say why don't you just make an expansion?
Yes.
What if it's coming out at $40? You don't know that it's coming out at 60.
It's Blizzard? How much you want to bet it's going to be coming out? Come on, son.
Now you're not
Come on,
wrong.
son.
I'm not arguing that whatsoever, but I am playing devil's advocate. There's a good opportunity. I mean, this is one of the few games that I think you can say that they're not shafting their community.
No.
So there's a good possibility that they could be like, hey, $40, even $50 going. There's a campaign, and obviously we had to put in work and new assets and whatever.
Oh, I get it.
So that's what you're paying us for. But again, if you want to go ahead and continue to play the multiplayer community, keep your old game.
$60 guaranteed. Guaranteed. They're probably gonna do a collector's edition. Also, it's like $80.
Yeah,
and then all the other stuff.
I was gonna say,
is a guarantee. They're gonna have their collector's edition. That's everyone, though.
I mean, what if the
I think
collector's
Viva
edition...
Pinata had a friggin' collector's edition.
Yeah, I know, but what if the collector's edition comes with StarCraft Ghost? The beta.
Then I would get that.
Really?
I really want to play that. I want to see. I remember, didn't they have like a little bit of gameplay?
Oh, yeah, man.
Like video out?
Dude,
Yeah, they had like
it was exciting.
something. I think they had even something for Nintendo 64 for it. It was
did-
supposed to be
no,
one of the
I-
releases for it.
Was it from that
I think
far
so,
back?
Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was one of the ones that they had talked about.
The
All right.
greatest game of all time.
Well, either way, I'm not mad at it. I thoroughly enjoyed the cinematic. Did you watch the cinematic?
I did.
You guys
I
did?
put it in
You didn't watch
the
it?
thread.
No, you should have.
That was me.
What?
No, I know you put it in there. I wanted to make sure that
for
this one saw it
Overwatch?
too. Yeah.
What do I care?
It was really good.
Okay, but I'm not going to play it.
Yeah. But either way, as a short film, I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. And then, Marvin, I guess here's what you'll actually, I think, kind of get excited with me. Kenji?
Genji with his hoodie.
Bro, and when he comes out and he yells,
Itadakimasu!
yeah, that. Exactly. That.
Yeah.
And
Cool,
he runs
bro.
up, cutting everything. I was like, wow, this was well put together.
Winston had a beard.
Yeah. This was the only cinematic, by the way, that I've owned the game for a couple of years now, and I've never once even watched the beginning intro. You know where he like pulls the camera, and that's it. I'm like, can we just
And
get
the
to the
thing
game
is, a lot
already?
of the shorts that they do is awesome.
Yeah.
I would watch a series based off of it.
Yeah.
But I think I'm just over the game now.
What do they got to do to rope you back in?
So you're saying you're Overwatch?
I am.
Hit him. If you don't hit him.
Ow!
In the mouth. That's where he deserves it.
Stop it.
My gosh.
Yeah. Don't make me do that again.
All right, let's switch things up. Let's go a
Good
little
Foley
a little classic here.
I tried.
Yeah.
McDonald's Happy Meal
That's
toys.
what she said.
That's that. McDonald's is doing classic toys. Collectors. Are you guys going after any of these things?
No.
No.
I had a lot of these, though, when I was younger.
None of the Hamburglers stuff.
I had the transforming, like, Big Mac into a robot.
Yeah.
I had the Power Rangers. The White Ranger is still the better one of all the group.
trying to
I
see if I
had the
can pull up the
Nuggets. I had a couple of the other ones.
Let's see here. All right, so the Nuggets, the car, Mickey Mouse,
Oh yeah, they had. I didn't have that one.
Beanie Baby.
I had
the
a couple of those,
T-Rex Happy Meal box, the Red Ranger,
Dude,
a Hello Kitty.
do they have the
Did I say
Furby?
Hamburglar?
Yeah, Furby's one of them.
Furby? Is it the Furby that uses profanity?
I hope so.
wish. It's probably not. Is that Bugs Bunny doing a slam dunk?
Probably.
What the heck?
Toon Squad.
Yeah. It. I mean, it's cool that they're kind of throwing it out there. I don't think the kids will give a damn.
And it's like the surprise ones too. You don't know what you're getting.
Yeah. They've got them completely sealed up. I think that's good because then it avoids the whole.
I want this
people
one
coming back. Yeah, exactly.
But you know they're going to be doing it.
Yeah.
The people that work there.
What do you have? Well, I mean, they might be able to hold it up to the light, see through the.
Oh, they'll
plastic.
probably feel the package.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The mystery.
And they are considerably different
Yeah.
sizes or whatever. I watched. I think on Instagram I saw somebody like they unwrapped two of them, whatever, and they were like, hey, this one's definitely bigger, and it was the little Happy Meal box that turned into the T-Rex.
Yeah.
But do you remember when you would get like a Happy Meal or something? And
Yeah.
it was,
You were
it was
happy?
like no, but it was like the one toy you didn't want. Or
Oh
whatever.
yeah. He's like, I
And-
want
and
this
you'd
one,
just
and
be
you
like-
don't get that one.
Yeah, and you go back like every week or something like that.
Yeah.
I made my mom go back every week
Yeah.
to like get new ones to see if we could get the different toys, and then
Fix it.
Yeah.
and then it's like it's all junk, and it was like sold for like pennies
Yeah.
at a
Yeah.
yard sale.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Oh man. Go back.
Yeah.
Go back, Mom.
I'd say it just like that.
Yeah. It's like, what is this? It's ridiculous.
You've got that
No,
soft
man.
voice. Wee, my McDonald's Happy Meal toy. And then you start driving off. You open up the box right away.
What's this?
Stop the car.
This place is a prison.
Who the hell's in the back seat? Go back now.
That's the power of McDonald's. You become possessed by the devil.
I'm not loving this toy, Mom.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Start spinning around. Yeah.
that's been if any of you guys listening have gotten any of these toys, let us know what you got. Drop it in the comments. I'm interested to see what toy you got. I won't end up getting any of these.
I won't either. I was like, oh yeah, that'd be. No, I don't really care to make the effort.
You want to go get a Happy Meal for two? That's what we should do after this. Just go to McDonald's. Everyone get a $2.99 Happy Meal and call it a day.
Yeah,
man.
but
What
knowing
toy did you get?
Yeah, knowing my luck, I'd get something really crappy. It would be like the Barbie toy or something. I'd be like, crap.
That makes me want us to go even more.
They'll give him something from Burger King that he's like, I didn't even. What the heck, man?
Coloring book from like Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
This isn't a toy.
Or when Chick-fil-A used to give
Surprise.
out like tapes,
Yeah.
like those adventure tapes.
Did they really do
I don't
that?
know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
they used
Wow,
to give
what
out
year
tapes.
was that? The 70s?
No, it was like, I don't know, it was when I was a kid. It was like 6 or 7, and I'd get a stupid tape to listen to.
I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't think I knew Chick-fil-A existed in the
I
late
knew they
80s, early
existed.
90s.
It did.
All you gotta do is listen to the episode of Buddy Talks when I talk about wanting to go to a shopping mall.
Oh,
That came out yesterday.
Nice plug. Look at you. These guys shoehorning in their experiences. Sobs. All right. We already talked about that one. We're going to take
Don't
that off.
cry.
For me, Argentina. The truth is, I never left you.
That was good.
Thank you. NBC's got a streaming service coming out. And I found this interesting because supposedly it's going to be free.
Those are things they're thinking about.
They're thinking about going free.
Yeah.
It will be ad supported.
Yeah. Then they'll probably have one where you pay for it and don't get ads.
I could see that as a markup, but to be completely honest, I mean, an on-demand service, where you got to watch commercials. I mean, I don't think it's a bad alternative.
No. bad at all.
Hats off that
man.
somebody
I mean,
thought about that. What the hell are they doing?
So what is everything that
Calm
they're
down,
going
girl.
to have on there? Like, are they going to fill it with like Father of the Pride reruns and stuff?
Oh, I hope so.
Yeah,
And
Just like-
a lot of Tyler Perry stuff.
just like crap that they hope people forgot about.
I feel like you're trying to be negative about that reference, you bastard.
You a fan of that show?
No, not a single. I haven't seen a single bit. But I hope this opens doors for other networks to do this crap because
No, they won't.
although I've been a proponent of the idea that a lot of these streaming services are finally dropping down to $4.99 price for entry, which isn't too bad. I mean it's nice to have an occasional one where you're just like, hey man, just watch whatever you want. Just a few ads.
Yeah.
It's okay.
That'd be great, but
As long as it's not
TSP.
we'll
For
get
at
to
least
that.
the next
We'll
3
get to that in a
years.
little bit because we are going to talk Mandalorian as well. So
Next 3
So I did a
years.
Google search.
Put it on a microphone so people can hear what you're saying.
I did a Google search for poopy NBC shows.
oh, I see
And
that. Yeah.
I'm trying to do
City,
that.
but within
And so the first thing that
With it.
came up is a show called I Feel Bad, and I've never heard of this show at all. But no joke, I did like a search and it actually pulled that up.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
from from the people that brought you iRobot.
Yeah.
They bring you I Feel Bad.
Yeah. Same people brought you the Roomba.
Yeah, I have no idea what this is.
That's good. Well, we'll see how soon that happens because I don't think that's even launching this year. So sorry, NBC.
NBC.
Toot. Yep.
Oh my god, I just thought of something. What if they bring back Jay Leno?
Again?
Holy crap.
Again?
What if they bring him back for this?
Here's a question, right?
And by the way, that was sarcasm if anybody can tell.
Hey, Marvin,
Yo.
magic real quick. So that was the magic again.
Yeah.
But anyways, I do want to switch gears here. And let's talk about the fact that this is happening. Magic for the 3rd time. And so that's magic 3 times in one
Yeah.
episode. So
You're
much
tapping
happened.
2 lands.
Dude, it's magical.
I'm just gonna just real quick.
Man,
So that-
I'm glad we had no interruptions this episode. I love it. Thanks, Kim Cattrall.
So yeah. Since we are talking so much about
She's the
magic,
girl interrupted.
let's talk about the fact that The Witcher is coming, and it's already no, it hasn't been approved for it. But they're looking at 7 seasons of this show.
Seven seasons
Seven.
of what?
Of The Witcher.
Of The Witcher.
Oh, yeah.
That's
He's like, no, yeah, I'm right there with it.
Yeah,
I'm with him.
So good.
yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I
Cart before the horse?
yeah, much.
Nah, never.
Oh my gosh.
So it's going to be good because Netflix is going to cancel it after 3 seasons, and then everybody's going to be like, save it.
Yeah, it's going to become Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah.
And
Witcher
look down
style.
on them and say no.
Yeah. Thanks, Rorschach. I
Yep.
love it.
Did you guys know that Kim Cattrall was in Police Academy?
She was,
Yeah.
yes.
I didn't know that.
She was hot back in the day.
Yeah.
Whatever, man. I'd give her my Sex in the City.
Yeah.
I thought you were more of a fan of the girl from Top Gun.
It
Like
took me a second
now.
to think of. Oh,
I
no.
was going to say, she
No.
looked pretty rough
Yeah,
now.
I'm
Yeah.
good. Yeah, no. No, she can take the highway to the danger zone.
Yeah.
And that's in the opposite direction of where I live.
HPV.
Yeah. Thanks, Harley Quinn. But that's just, it's one of those things where, I think it's good that these shows are thinking that far ahead because then
Snap,
maybe
that
you'll
Kelly
get
McGinnis action.
because then maybe the narrative.
Yeah, I know. I've seen her in quite a few things.
I was about to say you've Pornhubbed her enough.
Yes, I have. There's something about her being, just.
180.
I mean, what is she, like 70?
I think
I
she's
don't
42. The narrative, at least for this
I
show,
mean, because
62.
can be fleshed out a little bit better.
I was close.
I think that's a big thing,
Yeah.
right? How many of these shows do you watch? And season 1 obviously had just enough for season 1, and they're like, and we kind of left you with 1 or 2 spots open for season 2, but since we don't know if we're ever really going to get that, like, we're not going to, expand more than that.
Yeah.
And then you get a season 2, they give you more questions at the end of that season, and then they don't get a season 3, and you're like, oh, well, now I don't have anything.
But I think The Witcher, it has some flexibility
Here
because
we
it's
go.
a whole book series.
That's good.
Oh, it's a book series?
Oh, yeah.
too?
Is it?
Yeah.
No, is it a book series now after it's been a
Oh,
game?
yeah. It's from,
Because it was a game first, right? I'm not
No.
crazy here.
no, it's a book series.
This is a book series
Yes.
before? How the hell did I not know this?
What?
Yeah, overseas. And I think, let's see.
The Witcher.
The novel series, yeah.
Novel is a fantasy series of novels of short stories written by Polish author
Yes,
Andrzej
it was Polish.
Sapkowski.
Yep.
Oh,
My-
okay.
my-
So
Yeah.
it's ripe with all sorts of stuff, world building.
1992, The Sword of Destiny.
That is my people.
Oh, this is a Polish?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Polish people.
Because I think Obama, when he visited Poland, they gave him a copy of the game The Witcher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like,
I was gonna say
Obama
Obama's Polish.
smoked
Oh,
this?
you didn't know?
What?
Yeah, check his birth records.
Yeah, it's the where did he keep saying he was from? Kenya, right?
Yeah.
Is that the Kenyan
Yeah.
version of Poland,
Yeah.
or the Polish area of Kenya? Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's
gonna
around the
say-
same. It's like around the
Yeah.
corner.
I was gonna say it's like right there with it.
Yeah.
Same place where you can see Russia from here.
Yeah.
Alaska.
Yeah.
Anyway, whoops! Ooh, dropped the mic. Either way, I mean, I'll watch season 1. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I probably won't watch season 1.
No.
But, yeah.
That's Adam. That's what
You're
he
a
does.
monster. Yeah. Wait, where are we at on time on this episode? I feel like we've actually.
Where do you think we're at?
I'm gonna say 57 minutes.
Where do you think we're at?
I'm looking at the time.
I know you are.
I'm gonna say it's probably roughly about an hour.
58 minutes.
Oh, nice. Closest without going over. Thank you.
Like literally, it just turned 58 minutes. It was
Oh.
just like,
So that was spot on.
Yeah,
Right.
but no, I was.
Thank you. No, I won.
I won
No,
because
I
said
won.
it's
Kim
probably about
Cattrall
an
is the winner
hour.
here.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, she won.
She was in Baby Geniuses.
DSP and the V.
Yeah.
Disney seems to be losing faith,
Didn't
supposedly.
Lars Studiani say that originally?
DSP and the V?
Yeah.
Was
What?
that a
Yeah.
phrase that you coined? DSP and the V?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah. Huge fan of that. I
Yeah, I
showed
saw
you guys.
that.
I posted it. Yeah.
So
They did.
Hats off, live studio audience,
It's-
contributing as usual.
Is this like a dirty thing?
No.
No, it's like Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dirty thing.
No.
Yeah,
It doesn't have HPV.
you got.
It's not dirty.
All depends on who you're in the V.
Filthy.
But it the article said supposedly there's a rumor going around that Disney is losing faith in Brie Larson and the Captain Marvel brand. I think this is hearsay. I don't think this is true.
I think it's hearsay also.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Captain Marvel. I think we've discussed this. Adam, you're a huge fan.
There's
of
not
Captain
nearly
Marvel.
enough
it's
for
so
them to
good.
lose faith on.
Yeah, I think that's exactly it. We're just kind of like, I mean, and then you shoehorned her in. Sweet Jesus.
You shoo her away.
Yeah, I shoot her away. Yeah, no, but in Endgame, where all of a sudden she came in flying through spaceships and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, you haven't really set her up for
They're
failure.
going to be
here,
doing a lot of
so-
space stuff now, so
yeah, putting her in kind of her
There's
own
not
realm.
really-
Yeah.
So you were talking about shoehorns. Did you know that was her original weapon?
The
Was a
shoehorn that
Yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
and they originally
Yeah.
wanted Kim Cattrall to play her.
Yes.
Oh my god. Thanks for everything.
What's
Clive Barker
funny is Kim
and
Cattrall
Kim Cattrall.
is I made a reference to her earlier today because people couldn't get someone's name right. So
Really?
that's why I thought it was funny that Kim Cattrall came up. again.
Came right back up. That's funny. All right.
It's probably the most she's been mentioned in quite a while.
Yeah.
So you don't know that. My
I
auto.
mean, unless somebody was watching Baby
She
Geniuses.
is older than Kelly McGinnis.
I know,
and I bet
know.
you she looks better.
She
Christy
does.
Brinkley still beats them all.
Who the heck is Christy Brinkley?
You don't know Christy Brinkley?
I don't know the
She was
name. Yeah,
Remember-
no, Kim Cattrall doesn't look bad for 63. Like,
No, she looks good.
yeah, she is. And who?
Yeah.
Who's this?
Christy Brinkley was in National Lampoon's, the girl in the Ferrari.
She broke her
Chrissy, an
wrist
American
on Dancing
model.
with the Stars.
She looks alright. She looks like she's had work done.
But
she,
I don't
it's not
think
like
she has.
overly done. I'm sure she has, but it's not overly.
How old
overly
is
done.
she? She's 65.
Yeah,
Wow. I guess I do still have a thing for older women.
yeah,
I've just learned something
like
about
Kelly
myself.
McGinnis
Yeah. No.
and Kim
And if
Basinger.
you don't stop, I'm gonna hit you. Yeah, I think that's all rumors. I think they can go screw themselves. But speaking of more Disney stuff, I think what's interesting is that supposedly George Lucas has been brought in. Huh?
yeah,
To
because test
save
screenings,
Star Wars.
test screenings,
The
did not
Last
go well.
Awakening.
Help
or
us,
the,
George Lucas.
the
You're
Jedi
you are our
Skywalker.
only
Yep.
hope.
It's like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and where did
Yeah.
that bring you?
Yeah. And-
Back
and,
to me.
and it's Bob Iger and what's her face?
Kim Cattrall.
I was gonna say Kathleen Kennedy, but we're just gonna say that she's running Lucasfilm.
Yeah.
Kim,
Yeah, pretty
Kim
much.
Cattrall.
Kim Cattrall is.
It's Kim Cattrall. Maybe this is just going to be the Kim Cattrall episode.
Kim
Anyway,
Cattrall interrupted.
So this is actually an amazing story. This Star Wars thing.
yeah. So supposedly, right, the Star Wars, the Rise of Skywalker has gone through 3 cuts now, right? One, the original Kathleen Kennedy,
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams cut, right? Which
Yeah.
people enjoyed the first half
Yeah.
of the movie,
And
and then boom, and it got a score. of
fell
8.
off.
But Will, people outright laughed at the ending because apparently Rey destroys the Emperor.
By like stomping on him, right?
It stomps on his ass. People like
Puts their
busted
foot
out
right in
laughing.
him.
Great.
Yeah, and it got it a ridiculously low score,
Yeah.
right? Out of 100.
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
an 8 out of 100.
People weren't happy with it.
No. Then after that, they got the what's the head of the
Bob
studio?
Iger cut.
The Iger cut, which by the
Yes.
way, really, like this guy got in and was all like, move these pieces around. Now
Yeah.
try it, and it got like a 65.
I think so.
Not only that, he mandated that they reshoot with Anakin. So what's his face that played Anakin?
Hayden Christensen?
Yeah, he mandated that he shows up and Mark Hamill shows up.
Yeah.
No crap. And then lastly, the George Lucas cut, which got the highest rating of I think 88.
83? Oh, is it
83?
80?
I think
It's somewhere
It's somewhere
around there.
in
It's
the
in the
80s.
80s.
It was supposed to be an 88 from what I know.
Okay. Out of 100,
Out of
and so
100.
it's all like, wow, he saved it.
But even still,
I'm a little surprised.
I mean, that's this rendition. He might have more like different special editions later on.
Yeah. He will.
Yeah.
So even still, people are not sure what kind of Frankenstein cut we're getting,
Which is
interesting.
I'm interested to see if I can see it, because I went and saw
You're
what
gonna
was
say
it?
Rogue One.
No, it's,
but Rogue One was
not Superman. Yeah, Superman, Justice League. When I saw Justice League, right,
Oh,
I
it
saw
was
it with other
evident.
people, and from the beginning of the movie, I'm like, oop, there it is. That's definitely not him. And then from
Yeah.
there, it's all like, oh, you could tell this was a reshoot, that was a reshoot, that's a reshoot. It was just so blatantly obvious, again, for me, but I think that's because we are the quote unquote trained
We see
eye,
that,
right?
yeah.
That's what I'm looking for here. I want to watch this movie and go, oh, there it is. That's a reshoot. That you could tell was a different angle or a different cut that wasn't supposed to be there. I think that's going to make it a little bit more fun. So I'm a little more excited for this movie.
Honestly, I'm not gonna go in looking for that stuff.
I'm not either. I just want to go in and finish the story.
Yeah, I know.
Well, you don't
but-
feel the same about
but
Star
you-
Wars.
Yeah,
You're right.
but
I just
you-
want it over.
Yeah, because
I was
you
gonna
still
say-
love Star Wars, right?
No. I'm gonna say because you claim to have seen that one part in Lion King that nobody else has seen.
Wait, which part was that again?
You said
When
where
Kim
it was like
Cattrall showed
where
up.
where it was like lower res and Kim Cattrall was in the clouds.
Yeah.
Oh, Kim.
Yeah.
That's my girl.
No, I'm not going to go into it trying to see if I can notice any different cuts or edits or whatever.
After I see it, I'm sure I'll see it at least twice.
I mean, maybe because like
Unless it's glaring.
Justice League, I honest to God tried to watch that without seeing it. I did notice some things, but I still tried to take it as a whole.
What's
Yeah.
crazy is that it didn't ruin it for me. I mean, just because the CG's bad, I'm not going to go like, oh, this movie sucked, right? If the movie's entertaining, the movie's entertaining. I walked out and was all like, okay, I enjoyed the arc that, Superman went through at the end of this. I could see what they tried to do.
But I think you give a little more leniency because you like Superman versus Star Wars, where you're just going to eviscerate it.
You'd think I would have shit on the. Oh, well, there's mine.
There's three. There's three now.
A little bit harder because of the fact that like they completely made Superman look stupid.
Well, you're grasping for
looked
straws.
stupid.
That's the thing. You just like
He
I
looked
want
stupid.
him to be good. Come on, Soups.
And the worst part about that, I actually enjoy the way Justice League starts out with the with Superman. Like,
what
does it mean? Yeah, like, is it a river? Like
Yeah.
I actually like that, but the worst thing is looking at his stupid mouth.
yeah.
It is. That's immediate. That's what pissed me off right
looks
away. I was
really
all
bad.
like, oh.
Yeah. But it's a
Wow.
good scene in theory. That's what
Yeah.
bothers
In
me
theory.
so much.
In theory. No.
Yeah.
In theory.
There's a lot of things that are good in theory, and then when you put them on paper, it's
Exactly.
awful.
Snyder cut. Bring it on, WB.
Yeah.
Snyder cut. It exists.
I don't think we'll ever see it though.
Jason Momoa says it exists.
Oh, I don't doubt it, but I don't think we'll see the light.
I don't think so either.
But if it doesn't, I mean, Steam keeps going up on that.
And then the last thing before we move on to the DSP Disney Plus talk, especially talking about The Mandalorian, Ant-Man 3 is confirmed for Phase 5. I think that's the first confirmation, right, for Phase 5 Marvel films, which is a long time away.
Yeah.
And, of course, they're bringing back Peyton Reed. So,
Yeah.
But you heard that Paul Rudd is not coming back.
yeah, right. You think he's getting out of that contract? I'm sure he's got another 7-picture deal that he did, or another 7 pictures in the same deal.
He's got
because they learned their lesson.
He's got
their
7
lesson.
seasons of living with yourself.
And he's got to be on Conan and more to show more Macamee clips.
Yep. Exactly.
Oh no. Let's do this, man. The Disney Plus platform has officially launched on the 12th of November.
Yeah.
If you guys were on our Instagram, you saw that we saw it at about 2 a.m. Eastern time. It's out there now. You can watch shows like The Mandalorian, High School, the musical, the series, the crap,
Boy Meets
the
World.
whatever. Yeah.
Fuzz
All of it.
Bucket.
Fuzz Bucket, yeah.
Mr. Boogedy.
Fly to the Intruder. or
Flight of the Navigator.
Yeah. Flight of the Intruder is a different movie.
Starsky and Patrol.
The Rocketeer.
Rocketeer.
I actually watched Mr. Boogedy last
Steamboat
night.
Willie.
Did you?
Yeah.
Steamboat Willie's on there?
Yeah.
A
That's
couple-
the first thing if you look at the timeline.
Oh, really? That's funny. A couple
And-
little
Did you know
shorts.
Mr. Boogedy
Uh-huh.
has Benji Gregory in it, who is also Brian in Alf.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah, no, I didn't.
And David Faustino.
And if you,
From
and if
Married
you
with
didn't
Children.
know, now you know.
Yeah.
Married with Children.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was whatever the rabbit.
Bud Bundy is
what's-
in it.
What was that show that he was
The
on?
rip-off show,
Yeah.
Unhappily Ever
Unhappily
After.
Ever After.
Mm.
But there are at least 2 shows that I know of that are not on the DSP.
What's that?
The famous Jet Jackson.
Oh, I forgot that show existed.
Yes. I'm wondering if it's tied because he died by suicide.
Did he?
He did. Depression, I think, got him. And then there's another show called In a Heartbeat, which was a Canadian show that was on Disney. Because they have another show that was around the same time called So Real. That is on DSP.
I gotta say, I watched that Pixar in Real Life thing.
Mm-hmm.
That is stupid.
Oh, that's not a Disney
Yeah.
show, though. I didn't know that.
That's
What, Jet Jackson?
Yeah, it was on the Disney Channel, but
Yeah.
it's not a. It's a Canadian produced
Yeah.
thing. Alliance Atlantis,
That's
and
not-
everyone is JP Kids. I didn't know that.
Yeah. And I noticed that the Spider-Man 1994 series, they call it the 1995 series, is on there, and it's not even in the right order.
Really?
They say one season, 60 episodes. It's like, first off, they're missing 5 episodes. Secondly, they start off in the middle of like right at the beginning of the Venom arc,
That's funny.
which is, I think, season 3 or 4.
Damn. Somebody's got to get in that catalog and rearrange some stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
But X-Men is on point.
overall, I'm excited. I was excited. And then the first thing that I freaking gravitated towards was The Mandalorian.
First thing I fired up was Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've got all our profiles in there. We've been looking forward to this for a
Yeah.
little bit. I went with Jack as my icon.
Yeah.
You
Obviously,
I
the web slinger himself.
himself, Spider-Man, right?
Yeah.
That makes
You know,
sense.
it's Iron Spider, but whatever.
Yeah, I knew that would bug you a little bit. I was
Yeah.
like, it's not the right. Even if they had gone with
Yeah.
Holland's like new, just a
Yeah.
regular suit, I would have respected
Yeah.
it. But I was like, Iron Spider, really?
Yeah.
totally should have been the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah,
But he's
yeah.
only Sony.
I
Thank
know.
God.
I know. Sadly.
Adam, who's your
switched
little
it.
icon?
I switched it.
Yeah, but this one's like you chose this obviously
Yeah.
for a reason. That's why
Yeah.
I just put stuff in there that I thought I was like, all right, well, this seems like a good fit.
I mean, I definitely do like a Nightmare.
He likes Jack
the-
Skellington.
Nightmare Before Christmas.
The Nightmare Before Christmas. I do enjoy that.
Yeah,
I am definitely an emo kid.
yeah.
A Tim Burton emo
Mommy,
kid.
wow. Hey, now it finally let me log in.
Nice.
It works.
But yes, I changed it to Baby Groot.
Baby Groot, Baby Groot, do 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 do,
No.
Baby Groot, do
No.
do 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 do, Baby Groot, do 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 do.
Oh man.
That was good. So
you got to him,
I got the who.
Yeah.
Marvin.
Oh, did he finally got to touch the microphone?
Yeah, because he actually silenced your mic.
I
when
silenced
you were doing that.
your mic.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah, it was kinda funny.
It was good.
There you go.
But we saw the Mandalorian.
Yeah.
We did.
All right. So, for whatever, man. This isn't spoilers. Who cares? It's the first episode. What did you guys think?
Well, there are some spoilers in it.
Is it really those
Yeah,
spoilers?
the ending of it's a pretty big spoiler.
We'll warn before we talk
Yeah.
about the
I
ending
mean,
of it.
Yeah, I guess.
That's a pretty big spoiler.
It was a nice little reveal. I
Yeah.
mean, I'll be honest. I was all like, "Oh no, crap! This is where we're gonna go."
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't expect that.
Yeah, it was surprising.
Yeah,
And there was a lot of cameos in this.
there were.
There was money behind this.
Oh yeah, there was.
Brian Posehn as the
Yeah,
Land
which-
Cruiser
which-
guy. He's
which-
a big
That guy annoys me, and I'm there like,
yeah.
Was he? Did he really bug you?
Yeah.
That dude's
The way
a
he
little
talks,
weird. Yeah,
he's
the
a
way he
little
talks
off.
is a little off. I can agree with
yeah,
that.
he actually annoys me quite a bit. And then when I saw that he was in it, I'm like, oh no.
But the one I
And
didn't realize was Taika
Why?
Waititi. I didn't realize he was in it.
So I didn't either.
Yeah.
But who was he?
He was IG-11. He was
Oh,
the
was
droid.
he?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh. Bye.
Yeah.
Which,
I'm sure he's gonna be back.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't expect that.
I'm sure he's
I
gonna
didn't
be
expect them to shoot
which
him. Like,
I'm sure he'll be back.
but the
which-
droid was pretty cool.
I was gonna say,
You think so? Nah.
different spoiler.
Yeah. This is a different
yeah.
one.
His constantly wanting to self-destruct, I thought
That was
funny.
hilarious.
Yeah, that
it
was
was
a
good.
funny bit.
Yeah, it was
I
good.
did.
And once I
enjoyed
saw, I was
that.
like, yeah, that makes sense. Why it's
That
psycho
makes
on
it. Yeah,
TV.
yeah. You're right. You're right. Because that's definitely the kind of comedy he sells.
Yeah.
But I overall though, production I thought was well put together.
Bro, I would watch so much more Star Wars if it was like this.
Yeah, it looked good.
I mean, it definitely looks like it was made for $10.
Did you guys have any gripes throughout?
Not particularly.
You know what? We didn't even find out if I liked it.
Well, you said you enjoyed the $10 production.
Yeah.
No.
I wasn't going to steal it from you.
I actually enjoyed it.
I know he enjoyed it. That's why he says that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it a lot, actually.
I podcasted with him so much. I know. I get these reads. I was like,
Wait a
he
minute.
loved
Wait a
it.
minute. You guys podcast? Is that something you do regularly?
Oh yeah, we have another show.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
way bigger than this one.
It is,
You
actually.
son of a...
Yeah. You may have heard of it. It's called Lore.
Nice. That's you guys? That makes sense.
Yeah, I'm Aaron. He's Mankey.
Yeah.
People keep thinking it's one. No.
No, see, that's why it has that awkward vocal delivery.
Yeah, because we're finishing each other's sentences.
That's cute. It's a rom-com of an episode. So you did enjoy it, Adam? Huh? Did you want to smash your television afterwards or anything?
I thought you were saying
No.
smash your testicles.
No.
It's so good.
Why? So
I
you
mean,
didn't smash your testicles?
No,
That's good.
but they got caught in the door, so
Nice.
That
They
makes
did.
sense. That makes sense.
Anyway. No, it was good, and it bothers me because I think I'm kind of like with it. I think Marvin, you said you wanted to hate it.
Yep. I
And-
didn't want to be pulled into another
and-
Star Wars thing.
And
No.
I know you guys are not big on westerns, but man, I love Star Wars as a western.
So,
Like,
Bro,
that-
Star
like, it
Wars
was
as a
great.
Western works so well.
Yeah, it was good.
So it really is that. Like, and that's one of those things that like I actually I noticed, right? That
Yeah.
even and what's crazy is that I never really gave it much thought, right? Until
I did
was
not care.
until I was watching this episode where I was all like, it really is, right? A lot of Star Wars does seem like a Western, right? With that futuristic hint to it, which was like, a little bit of that Westworld vibe to it or whatever too. Like,
See, I see it more of like a space opera.
but I mean, ultimately that is what it is,
Yeah.
right? Is a space opera like
Normal
and so-
Star Wars, yeah.
and so it works.
Yeah, and it's so much better than anything that we've been getting cinematically.
I agree.
I do. I like what's his name as the Mandalorian.
Pedro
Pedro
Pascal.
Pascal. Yeah.
Yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he did good. His delivery of the lines. And I didn't look
You
up
could either be warm or cold.
or cold. Yeah. I liked. I didn't look any of the names up like until after the
But
episode, where I was all like, I like this character. I'm curious as to who it is. I want to see if I could, pin it beforehand.
Yeah, and so
and I didn't.
So I don't know if you guys remember that I made a joke. I said that Ron Perlman looks awful or whatever.
Orange face guy over
Yeah,
there.
the rancher guy.
Yeah.
And I made a joke
Yeah, it
that
does look like
that
Ron Perlman.
does in a way.
It
No,
really does.
that was Nick Nolte, right?
That was Nick
yes,
Nolte.
it was.
That's what I was like, Ron Perlman?
Yeah.
I don't remember him in this.
I was just saying with the way the face is structured.
Yeah, it looks like him for sure. There were some CG, which wasn't as high quality as the other parts of the show.
But I think I like the more practical effects.
I
That
did.
because they have a lower budget.
There's a lot of practical, and that's what I appreciated more. Because when the CG kicked in, I think that's where, like at one point, he jumps on the little like animal, whatever the heck that animal was.
Yeah, we'll
I
call
want
him
to call it a
Gamgee.
rancor so much, but that's definitely not it.
I don't know its name.
Walking fish.
Yeah, that's exactly it. And it did that Blade 2 thing where all of a
Yeah.
sudden,
Yeah.
the character on there was like
He's
all
made of rubber.
langy and
But it-
He's like
langy.
Mr. Fantastic
But
from the
dude-
1994 Fantastic Four movie.
But
worse
but
than that.
It
Kim
wasn't.
Cattrall?
No, it seriously wasn't any worse than Star Wars Episode 4: A New Hope, where the stormtroopers are riding the dewbacks.
The dewbacks.
Yeah.
And
In the remake,
will-
the special edition,
yeah,
You could
upper body
Yeah.
super stiff.
yeah.
clearly see.
So it's
Oh,
not
man.
nearly as bad as that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
But I do. I appreciate the practical a whole lot more. Suit's a cool little thing to see.
Yeah, they actually made Mandalorians look super awesome.
They
I was like,
did.
Boba Fett, you can jump off a cliff and fall in the Sarlacc pit. This guy We don't even know his name, and
Yeah.
he's way cooler than you.
Yeah.
He's no good to me dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. It was.
I'll take all of them.
He did a good job. They did a good job, I think, overall with this first episode.
And that's what makes me so mad. Because now I need to find a figure.
And this
of him.
was, and this is what's his name?
John Favreau.
John Favreau that wrote this episode.
He
right?
wrote
directed
it,
it.
but he didn't know he
No,
did.
he didn't direct this.
He didn't direct it?
It
Nope,
was
he didn't direct this
It was
episode.
the Clone Wars dude,
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, no. He wrote
Dave Filoni or whatever.
but he
his
wrote
name
the
is.
series, if I remember correctly, right? Favreau wrote the series.
So that's why it didn't suck.
Wow,
Because
they have-
Favreau didn't direct it.
Let's see. I have 5 people on the
kidding.
director's credits.
Really?
Yeah,
funny.
I have Deborah Chow, Rick Famuyiwa,
You're
Dave Filoni,
really nailing these names.
Bryce Dallas Howard,
Oh, that's
You know
funny.
and
what?
Taika Waititi.
I forgot that each episode has a different director.
Yeah, so that's why you have so many
Maybe.
names.
I
Oh, you're
I
right. I
forgot
see one
about that,
episode,
yeah.
one up, 2 episodes. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so looking forward to seeing how those play out.
Oh,
or
there's only
whatever.
going to be 8 episodes.
It's a weekly release, which I didn't expect, but I guess that wasn't confirmed beforehand. They didn't say if this
Yeah.
was going to be an immediate drop, or if they were going to be weekly releases. But now they are, and we'll get episode 2
This Friday.
the day after
Friday,
you
yeah.
listen to this episode.
Yeah.
Friday.
Tomorrow.
It's interesting to me that they're doing comedians for like bit parts in this
Oh, yeah.
because they.
I'm not surprised.
'cause
A lot of them
Favreau.
are big
Well,
fans.
no.
And they're
Favreau
friends
pulling his
with.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Bill Burr is showing up later, and then
Yep.
also the blue dude was Horatio Sands,
Yep.
which I didn't even realize that's who it was. I'm like,
I just
who
saw it,
is
yeah.
that? Yeah, and I had to look it
I
up.
was like, you're really familiar. Oh,
Yeah.
that explains it.
It's like you were in Road Trip,
I know him from SNL.
Boat Trip. Wasn't he in Boat
I never
Trip?
saw
Boat Trip?
either of those movies.
I don't know what the boat trip is.
You never saw Road Trip?
Never saw
Road
Road
trip.
Trip.
I thought you said boat trip. I'm like, what the hell?
He did
is
say boat trip.
Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell is boat trip?
It's a weird and crazy trip, man.
Yeah, on a boat.
Yep.
We're on a road.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
Mandalorian was good though.
It
And-
was.
And the worst part about it, the DSP, it made me realize how much I love Star Wars because like even when I was watching A
That's
New
what
Hope,
makes me so mad.
I know, but
The potential is there.
yeah, even when I was watching A New Hope, it reminded me how much I actually like Star Wars. Like I was repeating lines when I was watching it last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Nicole was like, "How many times have you seen this?" Like a lot,
A lot of times.
a lot.
Actor, there we go. Overall, I think successful launch for them. I'm looking forward to this.
What, 10
And-
million subscribers?
And I know, I know that this definitely there's no actual direct correlation between the two, but the fact that they actually nailed, I think, the Mandalorian's pilot episode, oddly enough, makes me a little bit more curious as to what the MCU shows are going to look like.
I know that I think Winter Soldier and Falcon is only going to be 6 episods.
Yeah, I think all of them
They're
actually
going to be
are.
rather short, so that's interesting to me.
Yep. And tying into the larger narrative.
Yeah.
And that stuff I didn't really
Because
care
I know
about.
U.S. Agent's going to show up on that one.
I'm curious more now as to how they're going to look, right?
And production
gonna
value, if it's
exactly.
anything like Star Wars.
Then, wow.
Yeah.
Disney's not playing around.
I actually started watching the Inhumans last night.
You're
It was
such a
on there.
liar.
You're so masochistic.
Yeah. yeah.
It's the best thing the MCU has ever done.
Yeah, let's... Yeah.
The best thing the MCU's ever done is keep Tobey Maguire out of the Spider-Man suit.
oh.
And yet.
Andy Yet, who's that?
And yet. Just wait. Spider-Verse 2, it's happening.
I actually wouldn't be mad if we saw a cameo and then he gets murdered.
He wouldn't get murdered.
That would
No.
be perfect.
No, because people like things that are good. Like Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man.
Well, I thought you said people like things that are good.
They do.
Well, that's not a good thing. So
They do.
One of you guys is speaking Spanish.
Entonces,
Nice.
people.
So one thing I actually did watch, I don't know if you guys watched it or not. The Jeff Goldblum show.
I haven't watched it
I
yet.
haven't jumped into it yet, but I'm going to.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing.
I knew about that.
I watched it just because I love Jeff Goldblum because he's weird.
He's weird.
Like he's just a super weird dude.
Yeah.
But he owns it.
Yeah. And I just love the way he says different things and he does like
And
his
he's-
little
yeah,
movements.
And then it gets you going. And
It's like,
Yeah.
is he a
starts
character?
snapping.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, he's really like
Yeah.
that. And that's why I like him a lot. And
He's just playing it up now, I feel.
it didn't live up to potential, but it was entertaining to watch.
Hopefully Kim Cattrall will be on there with him.
We'll
this
see if
time.
they greenlight.
Well,
season
there's a couple moments where it's like awkward,
2. Yeah.
and I enjoy that.
I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
I watched Greatest Dogs in the World.
Did you really?
I did.
That's funny.
And then I watched a lot of the Pixar shorts.
Hey,
I put those on my queue.
Yeah.
by the way, is Underdog on Disney Plus
I don't know. What's Disney Plus?
or DSP?
The
Excuse
DSP.
me.
Thank you. I don't believe so because I want to say Underdog was a Hanna-Barbera show.
No, but there was a Disney movie.
Mm.
You sure
Was
about
it?
that? You sure it wasn't a Nickelodeon Studios movie?
No, it was a Disney
I
movie.
don't know.
Are you sure?
It's a Disney movie.
Are you pulling my fuzz bucket?
And all of a sudden, I'm going to turn into Nicolas Cage.
I saw the MCU, behind the scenes thing where they announced everything coming.
How in the world could you forget Underdog, the movie?
I didn't forget.
I remember it.
It was a piece of crap.
I'm trying to purge it out of mind.
Yeah,
I don't want to watch
It was
it.
poopy.
Yeah, poo.
it's a piece of poop.
That I watched one of the Olaf shorts, and then I just kind of randomly just clicked around on stuff just to see how quickly it would load.
Oh wait, coming August. What? August 1st, 2020. That's way too far away.
So it tells you that when it's
Yeah.
the fact that it's not there, but that you
Yeah,
can watch
it's
it.
on its way.
But it's interesting that
Disney's
it tells
like,
you the date.
when it's
Yeah.
coming, because that means
Yeah.
that's them watching the licenses. They're
Yeah.
like, we know
Yep.
you want
Yeah.
it, and soon it's ours again.
Yep.
Who in the world wants Underdog the movie?
The jerk that went ahead
Somebody
and
does.
said it in the IOHO podcast. So somebody out there genuinely does want to watch it.
Thanks,
Thanks.
Marvin.
Yeah. Good job. Anyways, that's all I got as far as DSP stuff. Before we close out, I wanted to say something else, but it's a little bit more serious.
As far as
Yeah.
the DSP,
Shoot.
I'm surprised Disney did not mine the Fox well.
Give them time.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just surprised that there wasn't more Fox stuff because
Like Alien?
I think X-Men's in there, isn't it?
Yeah. But,
Oh, yeah.
but
It is, right?
Because
I think Billy, shout out to Billy,
but
actually
I'm
sent
saying
it to
I
me.
went through everything, and I was just surprised that they didn't mine that Fox well
Gotcha.
as much as what
As
they
you would
could
have thought.
have.
Okay, all right.
But anyway,
Oh, they don't have the X-Men movies, though.
Oh, no.
Just
X-Men
the
movies.
animated series.
Yep. All right.
Give them time.
Yeah. Yeah, I do see that X-Men, Marvel X-Men. I'm going to put that 1992 one on.
Heck
my
yeah, I
queue.
started watching that, and I was like, yeah.
Thank you.
And then I started to see all the fallacies in it because, like, Rogue, wait, she's wearing a dress and she's not wearing gloves walking through the mall. What are you doing, Rogue?
Yeah.
Any person you come in contact with, you're sucking their life juice,
They're done.
the human marinade.
There's only 13 episodes in season 1?
I think so.
Wow. How many seasons are there? 5? Let's jump to season 2.
And then Storm, he's like trying to destroy computers.
13?
Beast is trying to delete all this stuff and put a virus in there. She just destroys a monitor. That's not going to do anything.
No.
What are you doing, Storm?
Yeah.
Come on, Storm. But I digress.
Anyways, the last thing that I did have on here is this week or within the past week,
Yeah.
John Witherspoon has passed. For those of you who are
Pops.
unfamiliar, he was Pops in Friday,
Granddad.
and oh my gosh, Wayne's Brothers,
Yeah.
which I still watch. I mean, even
Boondocks.
this week. Boondocks, he was a voice on there. He did other crap like
And he was
Soul
still
Plane.
working.
He was.
Yeah.
He was a stand-up comedian since way back in the day. But just one of those actors that I respected. I enjoyed his interactions. It was awesome that to watch somebody I think that was as famous as he was, especially in the community that he was, like kind of like loved in. No one ever had anything negative to say about the guy.
Nope.
No, he never got Me Too'd or anything like that. Like, this is just, a funny dude. So, rest in peace, John Witherspoon.
R.I.P., man.
Yeah, still love
Yeah.
some of his stuff.
Miss you,
Still
Pops.
watch it. So,
yeah, definitely.
yeah, boy.
only thing I can recall is Friday seeing him in it, but I
Yeah.
mean, he was absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he
in
killed it
so.
there for sure.
Yeah,
He was.
man.
I mean, it was a funny movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Always. There was on YouTube you can find some clips of some comedians at his funeral or whatever where they kind of paid some respects, and it wasn't it was Sean Wayans. They was talking about that. He's all like, "Why Pop's always talking like he was picking a bone out of his teeth or whatever." Like, just every time he spoke to him.
Always in here eating the food.
Yeah, yeah. So it was. I mean, it's sad that he's gone.
Yeah.
So, that's everything that I had here. We're out, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Thank you so much, guys, for listening. If you did sign up for the DSP, let me know what you put on your queue. What's that show at the top of your list? Did you watch The Mandalorian? What did you think?
Did you watch Fuzz Bucket?
Did you watch Fuzzbucket?
Did you watch
Yeah.
Boy Meets World?
Or Boy Meets?
What's going to happen according to Panga? Who knows? Let's find out.
All of that. Send it over to inouronestopinion.com. You can always find me on Twitter at KryptonsWill.
You can find me at buddytalks.com with all my other things, or you can find me at TheArtfulGen on Twitter.
You can find me at Adam_analyzes on Twitter and Instagram. I don't have a separate one.
That's all right.
AdamAnalysis.com.
But
AdamAnalysis.com.
yeah, but there is the .coms on the internet.
There's a lot of .coms on the internet.
There is, but
Good job.
I got an email address now.
Oh, what?
Do you?
I do.
You can
Yeah.
actually, you got to update that on Anchor.
Yeah, you do.
But go ahead.
Do I?
Yeah, because then when they go to the .com, they'll be able to click on it.
Anyway,
What is it?
if you want to shoot me an email, you can send me an email at AdamAnalyzesPodcast@gmail.com.
What? Look at you fancy pants, you.
I like it.
All right, I'll do. That's it, guys. Thanks so much for sticking around. We'll catch you next week. Sweet headphones.
Yeah. Peace out.
Good night.
Ow.